This is the boss, and I'm sick of waiting. I want Pikachu, and this time don't screw it up!
Prepare for trouble, make it double. Prepare for trouble, make it double.
We'll be the richest rogues of all time.
Creators of a grand design.
I'll be the king.
I'll be the queen.
I'll be the Joker of crime.
Prepare for trouble, make it double.
Prepare for trouble.
Trouble,
Make it double.
make it double.
To protect the world from devastation.
To unite all peoples within our nation.
To denounce the evils of truth and love.
To extend our reach to the stars above.
Jesse.
Change.
Team Rocket blossom at the speed of light.
Surrender now or prepare to fight.
That's right.
Team Rocket's rocket, talking trouble, walking trouble, double trouble, big trouble's gonna follow you. Team Rocket's rocket, talking trouble, walking trouble, double trouble, big trouble's gonna follow you.
We're gonna capture Pikachu.
Prepare for trouble, make it double.
Prepare for trouble.
Make it double.
Make it double.
We're Team Rocket and we fight for what's wrong. For mayhem and madness and rare Pokemon.
I'm so gorgeous.
I'm always the man.
You're just the players in my master plan.
Team Rocket's rocket, talking trouble, walking trouble, double trouble, big trouble's gonna follow you. Team Rocket's rocket, talking trouble, walking trouble, double trouble, big trouble's gonna follow you.
We're gonna capture Pikachu.
My boy.
In the arms of the angel, fly away from here.
Meanwhile, in our universe,
As soon as you give me red.
Warning: this video might not be suitable for younger viewers. This video is for educational purposes only, and is meant to teach people about the words that were censored in Pokemon. So please don't get all offended about any of the words said in this video. So if you think that this applies to you, and you're a young younger viewer or someone that gets easily offended or harmed by bad words, then I recommend that you skip out on this video. If you choose to stay, don't say I didn't warn you. Pokemon nicknames. One of the greatest features of these games is being able to nickname your Pokemon anything you want, from funny nicknames to inappropriate nicknames. That is until Nintendo decided to actually start censoring nicknames. You mean I can't nickname my Pokemon Pube Hair anymore? Damn you, Nintendo! Some of these words may be censored in the US version only, the UK version only, or any other version around the world. So just because a word's not censored in your version, doesn't mean it's not censored in another. There have been so many words censored in the newer Pokemon games for good reason, especially with how easy it is to get random Pokemon through Wonder Trade. Or inappropriate words, then I don't advise you to watch this video any farther. Let's begin. You can no longer nickname your Pokemon Anal, Anal Plug, Anal Sex, Ass, Bastard, You Bitch, Blowjob, Bullshit, Clit, Cock, Cocksucker, Cum, Cum Shot, Cunt, Damn, Dick, Dickhead, Dildo, Fuck, Fucker, Handjob, Hitler, Whore, Jizz, Masturbate, Molest, Nazi, Pedophile, Pecker, Pedo, Penis, Pussy, Rape, Rapist, Scrotum, Sex, Shit, Shiz, Slut, Sperm, Tits, Twat, Vagina, Vulva, Wank, Wanker, 9/11, horny, shithead, shithouse, damn it, Bobby, moron, cancer, dickhead, horse dick, poop, pooping, smallpox, boob, fat ass, ass shitter, suck me, male prostitute, orgasm, balls, butt, arse, assassin, bimbo, bloody, bloody hell, bollocks, boner, boobies, clitoris, condom, crap, shit brain, doggy style, fanny, fuckface, genitals, glory hole, milf, killing, killer, kill, pig, pimp, piss, porn, prawn, prick, schlong, screw, she-male, stripper, terrorist, titty fuck, vibrator, turd, weed, WTF, hell, shitface, shithead, woodcock. That's most of the words that Nintendo censored in Pokemon. Are you upset that you can't nickname your Pokemon Assface anymore? Let me know in the comments section. So just what does a Diglett look like underground? Did Red actually die at the end of Pokemon Gold and Silver? And Ash, why you no hit that? All these questions and more have remained unanswered throughout the years. Sadly, Game Freak and Nintendo will probably never address any of these questions. So it's up to us, the fans, to try and answer some of these questions ourselves to the best of our abilities. I'm sure I'll put a question on here that's already been answered and one of you guys will be like, dumbass, dumbass. So in honor of Generation 1, I'm going to be asking 151 unanswered questions in the Pokemon world. So let's get it started. What exactly happens inside a Pokeball? Whatever happened to Giovanni after the events in Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver? Whatever happens to any of the main playable characters after their stories are over? Why has there been no Dark-type gym yet? What happened between Brock and Professor Ivy? What was the purpose of the GS ball in the anime? Will we ever see the Crystal Onyx again? Will Ash and Primeape ever be reunited? Why does Nurse Joy hope to see us again after each visit? Does she hope our Pokemon get hurt again? Ash, why you no hit that? Are Ash's mom and Professor Oak dating? How can Zubat hold up a Squirtle while flying? Who were the ghosts in the old chateau? Who is the ghost girl in Pokemon X and Y? And what does she want? Whatever happened to the SS Anne? What does Cubone look like underneath its skull? Is Ian actually a Zoroark? What war was Lieutenant Surge even talking about? Is Erica a stoner? What badges are these? What place is this guy talking about? What's the point in giving tips? Why is Pokemon number 666 a butterfly? Why aren't we funding this? Why aren't there other nurses other than Nurse Joy? Why aren't there other cops other than Officer Jenny? Whatever happened to the Jigglypuff that followed Ash around? Is Wobbuffet's tail controlling its body? Who is Ash's father? Who is Red's father? Who is Gold's father? Who is Hilbert's father? Who is Caleb's father? Who is Gary's father? Why are there so many missing fathers? What happens to Pokemon in the PC? Ash, why you no hit that? Where does your mom sleep? Does she sleep with her 10-year-old son? Because you have the only bed in the house. Magneton is just 3 Magnemites stuck together, so why is it called an evolution? Why do some trainers have 6 Magikarp in their party? How can a Wailord and a Skitty mate? Who are the faceless men in the creepy story? Why do parents let their 10-year-olds go out on their own adventures? Are Ditto and Mew related somehow? What does a Shelter look like on the inside of its shell? What does a Cloyster look like on the inside of its shell? How does Doduo fly without wings? How does Dodrio fly without wings? Why can't Scyther learn fly even though it has wings? Where did the Pokéres originally come from? Why does Gary have so many cheerleaders? What the heck are these? Why can't Professor Oak remember his own grandson's name? Why can't he tell if I'm a boy or a girl? If a pseudo-widow falls in the woods and no one's around to hear it, does it make a sound? Is Moletta an instrument? Why are some newborn Pokemon born as adults? Why is Kangaskhan born as a mother? Why isn't a female Mr. Mime called Mrs. Mime? Ash, why you no hit that? What actually happened to Gary's Raticate? How can Professor Oak tell you not to use a bike somewhere? Is he stalking you? Is Gengar really Clefable's shadow? Why can't Pokemon games have multiple save files? Why aren't there more Pokemon Center stores around the world? Do Pokemon poop? Do Pokemon pee? Is Shuppet really a Rotom underneath the Reaper Cloth? Why not Zoidberg? Why are there no toilets in the Pokemon world? Where do trainers go to the bathroom? Why aren't we funding this? What does Tangela actually look like in there? Where do Pokemon come from? Why aren't there any openly gay people in Pokemon besides James? Is James gay? Why does Palkia suspiciously look like a penis? What's the point in wearing these sunglasses on your head if you never get to actually wear them? Why is Brock shirtless here? Are his nipples as rock hard as his Pokemon? Why does Pikachu seem to lose power after starting a new region? Why does Alakazam look like he's been eating Fruity Pebbles all the time? Why does Jinx look like Nicki Minaj? Why does Lickitung look like Miley Cyrus? If a Pokemon like Meowth can learn to talk, why don't trainers teach other Pokemon to talk as well? Why don't we ever see Ash get any money in the anime? Why do our Pokemon only faint instead of dying? Why aren't there any transgender trainers besides James? What is the point of Splash Attack? Why don't we have Pokemon technology in real life yet? If Magmar's body temperature is so hot, how can anyone stand next to it? Why do some Pokedex entries compare things to Indian elephants? Why didn't Lobdisk evolve into this? Why can't
Hey everybody, it's Jay Woods here with your Pokemon Fact of the Day, and this is likely the biggest episode of Fact of the Day that I will ever do. I've been really excited to do this for a long time. It's taken me about this long to get all the materials that I needed together, but I'm finally going to tackle the banned anime episodes for the Pokemon show. Now, I've talked about some banned material before, mostly the trading card game and the trading card game art, and you guys were really interested in that. There's something about just learning that there was stuff that was held back for the United States audience that makes it very mysterious and compelling. So I decided to talk about the biggest obstacle of them all, trying to gather all of the banned episodes for the Pokemon anime show. Now, I finally have gotten most of the main material, and I think that I've got a great episode together that you guys should be really excited about. Now, as a kid, I was probably the perfect age to be a Pokemon fan. I was around 10, 11 years old. I was pretty savvy with media, so I had all kinds of Pokemon magazines, and I read the internet as frequently as I could, as primitive as the internet was, to learn anything that I could about Pokemon. I was crazy about the show, so I wanted to learn anything that I could. And so quickly I learned about these banned episodes. People talked about them, but there was no way for me to actually watch the episodes. The internet was by no means this machine that it is today. You couldn't really watch video on it, and let alone full episodes of things. So at the time, all I could really do was say, hey, I know about these banned episodes, and I was never really able to talk about them. However, as things have progressed, we have a much greater grasp of all the media in the world and trip, so let's stop listening to me and get right to the episodes. Let's go.
Starting off at number 5 are episodes banned due to cultural sensitive happenings. These aren't really banned episodes, but they're ones that are either delayed or put off air because they're unintentionally similar to a current devastating event. In the United States, 2 episodes were taken off the air for a while due to the September 11th terrorist attacks in the World Trade Center. The first, Tentacool and Tentacruel, was taken off the air because scenes where Tentacruel terrorizes a city. Ironically, this scene's an iconic part of the opening theme song to this show, which wasn't altered or cut in any way. Whoops. The second, Tower of Terror, contains nothing that I'm able to see as offensive to the attack of the Twin Towers. It's a really fun episode, and I think the only reason it was taken off the air for a while was because of the title, Tower of Terror. In Japan, an episode involving Barb Roach and Whiscash was taken off the air in 2004 due to similarities to a real-life earthquake. This episode had complete animation and voice acting, but it was never released in or outside of Japan in any media since. Currently, Japan has skipped the highly anticipated 2-part series, Team Rocket vs. Team Plasma, due to Castelia City's destruction. This was seen a little insensitive to the recent earthquake and tsunami in Japan, and the episode unfortunately hasn't been re-aired yet. It was hyped and many fans were excited to see it, and while no date has been given to re-air it past the original March release, Japan has slated that they have intents to release it eventually. Number 4 is the Jinx episodes. This one doesn't really need the episodes to be explained, but the controversy is this. After an article was written disagreeing with the way Jinx is portrayed, many equal rights activists pushed Pokemon to drop the episode Holiday Hijinks from the air. The episode, which is bizarre in itself, involves a plot where Team Rocket attempts to, get this, kidnap Santa Claus to steal their presents. By episode standards, this already makes it weird, but many people became upset with Santa's helpers in the Pokemon world, the ice Pokemon Jinx. Some people felt that with Jinx' pure black skin and large lips, that Jinx resembles too closely the act of blackface, an insensitive act that was often used to portray and humiliate African Americans. In theory, Jinx's appearance is supposed to be based on a popular Japanese fashion style. While I find it hard to believe that Jinx was created based on blackface, it is a very human-like Pokemon, and the sensitivity is understood. Holiday Hijinks was taken off the air, and a future episode, titled The Ice Cave, was removed from the air in the United States. Jinx has since then been officially recolored to purple. No real harm done, but it did leave us with some of the original Jinx episodes off the air for a while. Number 3 is Beauty at the Beach, and it's possibly the most popular and discussed ban episode by American fans, most likely due to its much higher sexualized content than Pokemon normally allows. As far as content, this episode has the most sensitive and graphic of any banned episode that I show, so please use some common sense and be mature about it. It was considered inappropriate for a reason, and while I do think that that reason is absolutely hilarious and out of place, I still believe that the content is unsuitable for children. If you're a young viewer, ask your parents first and see what they think. Anyways, let's get to the episode. Interestingly enough, this one has an English dub. I'll get more to that later. The episode starts with our friends at the beach, and right away we're dealing with some suggestive themes that are probably so wrong it's unbelievable, and that's why it gets so much hype around the dedicated fan. Quality. It took me a long time to find the original Japanese RAWs, and because of that, I don't have any subtitles for you guys to get the context. Just follow along with my narration. It's not that exciting of an episode, and let's see why this episode was banned in the first place. The Legend of Dratini is a really out of place one for a huge reason, which makes itself apparent right from the get-go. We start off with a bored Ash, Brock, and Misty singing while walking. Pretty innocent. Then all of a sudden, yeah, that happens. For God knows why, this episode wanted to be the gun episode. Not laser guns, not rocket launchers, not anything over the top and kid-friendly like that, just regular straight-up pistols. What the heck? This trigger-happy man is Kaiser, warden of the Safari Zone, and he makes it very clear what his favorite method of intimidation is. Jeez, guns for the head? Definitely dark and out of place for a kid's show. So anyways, as I was saying, the group goes to the Safari Zone and... What the heck? Okay, Team Rocket has guns too. Oh yeah, and Meowth is Hitler. That's great. I just don't get it. This episode's so out of place. The whole season, we haven't seen a single gun, and now all of a sudden they're a central theme to the episode? I just don't understand. The plot itself is pretty simple. The group finds out there's a rare Dratini in the Safari Zone, Team Rocket wants it, gets stopped, etc. It'd make for a really simple and standard episode that no one would look twice at otherwise, but throw in a couple of guns to the head and Hitler, and you've got a rare treasure that was never released in the States. And finally, we've got Electric Soldier Porygon. Not only is it the first episode that was aired in Japan and then later taken down, but it also sent 600 children to the hospital. What? I'm pretty sure plenty of you have already heard this story, but for those of you who haven't, this is a great bit of Pokemon history. The first was that Pokemon was taken off the air for over 4 months, while Pokemon's animation techniques were thoroughly repaired. This caused a New Year's episode that was planned for release in the next week to be postponed, and eventually canceled due to it no longer being anywhere close to New Year's anymore. When Pokemon finally did get back on the air, Japan's government banned the episode, never to be aired again. In addition, Porygon and all its evolutions have been seemingly cut from nearly all episodes of Pokemon afterwards, even though it was Pikachu's Thunderbolt that caused the mess in the first place. By the time Pokemon was finally released in the United States, many news-conscious adults remembered the seizure story and were skeptical of the show's treatment of light-sensitive explosion effects. There were many edits made to the episodes at this point and everything was fine, but the talk of forbidden episodes began circulating as fandom for the show exploded as a media phenomenon. Maddie Blostein, the voice of Meowth, claimed that an English dub and animation repair of the episode have been created, but Japan's government banning the episode prevented any other country from ever airing it again.